Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to go through a step-by-step process on how to get Kali Linux up and running on your Windows computer. So Kali Linux is actually a very powerful tool where you can do all sorts of things such as web application testing, vulnerability assessments, exploits, Wi-Fi cracking, social engineering, all kinds of things related to cybersecurity, I guess. So let's get started. So to start off, let's get over to www.kali.org for the official website where you can download the Kali Linux. So Kali Linux is actually maintained by Offensive Security, and on the home page itself there are all kinds of latest news and tutorials prepared by them, and if you like it you can actually go through them. I actually rarely go through them other than the changes in patches. As you see here, recently Kali Linux just had a 2019.1 version release on the 18th of February, which is what we will be using in today's video. This is the latest version of Kali Linux. And on your right you can see there are actually all kinds of versions of Kali Linux where you can even load it onto a Gemini PDA, so it's not just only for computers. So let's head on to downloads and click on download Kali Linux, and over here you can see download Kali Linux images, and there are all kinds of image names over here. No worry, it is very confusing. It was confusing for me at first as well, but you can skip all this. These are just all different variations of it. As you can see, some are very small, some are humongous compared to the other version. This might be some stripped down versions of Kali where they are actually not pre-installed with any tools, and some of them are actually loaded with everything that maybe you don't even need. But for today's video we are going to just use the versions for virtual machines, which is either the VMware or the VirtualBox version. So for today's version we will be using Kali Linux 64-bit VMware VM version. So head on to the download link, Offensive Security download page. So once you reach here, then go for the 64-bit file, click download. So just download as how you would download every other file. Next, head on over, once that download is done, head on over to here. You have your Kali Linux 2019.1-VM AMD64.7Z. For those who do not know what the hell is this, as you see, it's actually just an unknown file. .7z is just an extension for a compressed file using 7-zip. So just head on to Google and type in 7-zip, download the software, and you should be able to extract the file. So click on extract files and then just click OK. And then it will start extracting the file, and it should take some time depending on how powerful your computer is. So I guess mine is just gonna take like a minute or so. Alright, now that extraction is complete, head on over to the folder, and you can see there's all kinds of VMware files inside. No worry, we don't have to do anything over here. Head on over to VMware Workstation 15 player. I'll include the download link below so you can go over there. So then I open a virtual machine, head on over to the same folder and just click on that file, and you should be able to launch it straight away. But before launching it, let's head on over to settings and let's pre-configure how much resource from the host computer that we want to allocate for the Kali Linux. So on my computer I have 16 gigs of RAM, so I mean I have nothing to lose since I'm not running anything on it anyway. So I'm just gonna give it 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is an overkill in this case, but I just want to do so. And for everything else I'm just gonna leave it as it is, as there's really nothing much to do here. So click OK and it will save the settings, then play virtual machine. When it asks you this, just click on I copied it, and then okay, it's gonna run. So the reason why we actually want to use a virtual machine for running Kali Linux rather than actually booting it from our host machine itself. It's actually more safer to use Kali Linux, or actually to boot Kali Linux in a isolated environment such as a virtual machine, as it is actually running in something like what we call a sandbox, or an isolated environment from our host machine itself. So in case anything goes wrong, shit happens, shit hit the fan, or whatever, we can just delete the whole virtual machine file and just reload it again. That's all. We don't have to reformat or anything. So once this is done, can just maximize it, and not sure, it's a bit buggy. Okay, so once you're in, the default username will be root, so it will be ROOT, and the default password would be the exact opposite, which would be TOOR, the opposite of root. So click sign in, and then you should be able to log into a freshly installed version of Kali Linux. And I don't know why it's not showing up. Okay, there it is. So yep, there you have it. It is installed, and maybe can show you guys a look on what kind of tools are there in preloaded in this version of Kali Linux. So as you can see, you can do all kinds of things: information gathering, vulnerability analysis, web application analysis, database assessment, and all kinds of things that you can do with Kali Linux. So that's all for today's video, and do stay tuned for more videos from this channel, as I will be creating more content on how to use some of the tools inside here, such as vulnerability analysis, web application analysis, or maybe the everyone's favorite, how to hack your how to hack your neighbor's Wi-Fi. Of course, I don't recommend doing all these things, but just for educational purposes, let's have a look in future videos. Thank you very much for watching, and please hit subscribe if you want to stay tuned for more videos. Thank you very much.